City Trunk, and I'm here today with Debbie Taranto of Taranto's Pizza, and we are just going to bring a little bit of information about this hometown pizzeria and what has made her such a success over the last 18 years. So congratulations, Debbie.
Thank you. It was an exciting anniversary.
Awesome. So, I mean, everybody's probably just wondering, what can you attribute your success to in staying in business for this many years with so many different pizza places coming up?
Well, honestly, I have to say it's two things. It's quality of a product, and then it's the community. I have people ask me all the time, how do you stay in business that long when most small businesses go out under 5 years? What makes you different from maybe the pizza chains that are out there? And I can honestly say when I first opened my business, I was always about the community from the very beginning. I came from my brother's restaurant in Pickerington, and you knew everybody. I mean, it was very much a small town feel. And here in the Polaris area in Orange Township, it was still very much growing. It wasn't built out yet. You still had a lot of farmland. The Chase building wasn't even there yet. You still have the old farmhouse. It was very important to me, since people didn't know each other, was to create that. And I'm not saying that just my pizzeria did that, but I wanted to educate the community on the local business, on those people that support the schools, support the Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. I truly did it from my heart. I feel that by supporting the community, they in turn support me. Now, you can't do that with a really bad product, so I also had an excellent product, and so that certainly helped. So I believe that has a lot to do with my longevity. I'm very proud of that, and probably I never take it for granted. It can change in a heartbeat, so I'm always very appreciative. I always instill in my employees how important the customer is, how important the experience is, just common good manners and good customer service. So that is also part of my recipe, I think, for staying in business for 18 years.
I think that's a perfect recipe.
Absolutely.
I could not have said it better myself. Of course, I don't own the pizzeria, but...
You know, I think passion has a lot to do with it also. I've always had a lot of passion for what I do, for the recipes that we make, how my business looks, the relationships that we have. So if you don't have passion for what you do, I don't know how successful you actually can be.
I absolutely 100% agree with that.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Truly. So tell us about some of the things that you've done recently, or maybe some things that are coming up that you're involved in the community to be involved in the community, to put yourself kind of out there as you continue with this journey.
I've always been a great supporter of other local businesses. I think if we all band together and work together, it helps make a stronger community. I do things in my own restaurant for fundraising. We just had the Orange Middle School lacrosse team for a dine-out night last night. It's where you give 20% back of the sales to that organization. I do a lot of tours. I get a lot of Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts coming in. They learn about making food. They go what goes into running a small business, what goes into pricing out your pizza. I do the Oak Creek Elementary School economics class. They come every year, and you probably see 60 kids in the dining room sitting on the floor, and we learn about the economics of running a small business.
So Debbie, I've noticed that you've been adding a lot of really cool things, including this amazing, I guess what you would call it, sunroom here for everyone to come in and enjoy their pizza. It's a little extension of the restaurant that I know she was hard at work doing, but I know you offer a lot of other just fun classes and do a lot with the community, with working with kids and birthday parties and things like that. Tell us a little bit more about that, on what you do to keep that kind of thing alive in the community.
I do some neat things. I added this room on a couple years ago, and my goal was just thinking about ball teams coming for the end of the season games, but it actually turned into a lot more than I hadn't thought of at the time. We do live music out here. We rent out the room, and we do wedding rehearsal dinners, birthday parties, baby showers. Are doing a very fun new event that sold out within just a few days, where you paint your pet. Now, not literally paint your pet, you send a picture in and they do a drawing, and then you come in and you paint the drawing. It's pretty neat. So this room has really added on to the restaurant and enabled me to even more as far as tours and larger groups and just a variety of things that has taken the restaurant a little bit beyond being a restaurant. When I built this room, we call it the Four Season Room, it actually started out, it was just gonna be a patio. Everyone likes to eat outside, everyone likes an enclosed patio. And again, that passion kind of came into play again. Your mind starts spinning of all the different things that you can do. So we actually ended up enclosing it, insulating it, adding heat so that we could use it all year round. And it has been quite successful. We do things that I had never thought of a restaurant doing. We have craft nights, we have birthday parties, bridal showers, baby showers. I've done several wedding rehearsal dinners. It's really added to the restaurant. It's created a venue that the community can use. And obviously, Friday nights is always the crazy night, and we were able to add quite a bit more seating on a Friday night and to take advantage of that. So this room has actually been quite a benefit for Taranto's.
Absolutely. So if people were wondering if they were wanting to schedule some sort of an event, a birthday party or a Girl Scout meeting, that sort of thing, how far out would somebody want to consider getting their name in and getting their reservation made?
It can be anywhere from next weekend to 6 months from now. It really does vary. And the reservations are also on the website at tarantospizzeria.com.
Okay, excellent. And then as far as, tell us a little bit about your menu for those of us that maybe haven't had the opportunity to come in and enjoy your pizza. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your menu and maybe some specialty items that you've added in for maybe allergy needs and that sort of thing that would be safe for everyone.
Yes. We started the recipe 25 years ago. It really is a family recipe that has kind of gone down from generation to generation, from my grandparents and from my grandparents' parents. And then we, of course, tweaked it and so forth to be able to make it work in a restaurant setting. But from my mother, who worked diligently on the dough recipe, our original thin crust, to the sauce, and then the always highest quality ingredients to go on top of the pizza. But we used to bring the entire family together, cousins, grandparents, parents, out at my brother's restaurant in Pickerington, and we did so many taste testings that I got tired of pizza. I mean, I got so excited at first I could put anything on a pizza that I wanted and not have to pay for it. But I got really tired of pizza, but I'm not tired anymore. I still eat pizza.
That was going to be my next question, is how often do you have pizza and
Right.
do you still enjoy it?
I can. I probably eat it, maybe once a week,
Okay.
but not every day. But we had a lot of things that went our way. In the Columbus Dispatch, it used to be the Grumpy Gourmet, for those of you who are older. And he was an excellent restaurant critic and very popular here in the Columbus, Ohio area. And he did the top 10 pizza. And this is out when we were in Pickerington only. And we were in the top 10 pizza. It was a significant boom for Taranto's and enabled us to come this direction and open another restaurant because people really wanted to try all those 10 different pizza places. And then back in 2008, we won Best of the Midwest, which was in Indiana, which took us to, thank you, which it actually took us to Las Vegas to the big pizza show, the Pizza Expo is what it was called, and we were in the top 10 for traditional pie. So that really helped my passion to keep growing and keep trying, and probably struggle to this day is there is always going to be that group of people that don't think outside of the box. They don't look at the small business owner, they don't look at the independents, they only go to what they see maybe on TV. So the larger chain pizzas. They just don't think outside of the box. And I've been here for 18 years and I will still get someone who has lived here for that long who tried my pizza at a school event or some other event and they were just shocked. I never knew you were here, is what they say. So those people are always fun to reach because they get to try a great pie and I get to change their mentality.
Absolutely. And for those of you who have not had the opportunity to try Taranto's, you need to stop in and have some pizza. I can vouch for it. It is amazing. It is my favorite here in Lewis Center, and really, I haven't found anything in Columbus that I like anything any better. So,
you know, you did mention the specialty, something
yes.
unusual. I had a baker. Gluten-free obviously became quite a big issue here in maybe the last 6-7 years. And I had a local baker that I reached out to about a gluten-free crust. And we spent quite a bit of time working on this crust and tweaking it, and she would keep bringing me different samples, and I would sample my customers and give her our feedback until we ended up with a crust that was actually delicious.
So yummy, because we all know how sometimes when you're thinking gluten pizza, you know, tastes like cardboard, that sort of thing. So just like everything else, bringing you the top, most amazing flavor to a gluten-free product
Absolutely.
was on your agenda with that.
I knew I couldn't make it here in my restaurant because we make our own dough here, which is rare. You don't see that too often in pizzerias anymore where they make their own dough. But because of that gluten in the air and I couldn't separate it from the gluten-free, I have the baker make it for me and deliver it to me weekly. We take special care. We keep products separate that are used for gluten-free pizzas from our regular pizzas. We use special pans, special knives. We actually took it to Vegas also for the Pizza Expo. And my son Noah, he did the gluten-free pizza. And we actually were in the top 5. I was thrilled about that.
Absolutely.
So that's an attribute of how good this pizza crust is.
Right, so stop in and try it. Give us a try. I'm talking like this is my pizza shop now. No, you definitely need to come in and try that. What about peanut safety?
This gluten-free is also soy, egg, dairy, nut-free.
Okay. So with your regular crust, is there any issues with peanuts or tree nuts with your regular dough?
No, there's not. And in the original recipe, there used to be egg in it, and we actually removed the egg in the last probably 6-7 years, just to take any risk away.
Okay, so that's another way that you can say that everything is peanut, dairy, or actually you have the gluten-free option, and then you have your regular crust, which would be peanut, tree nut, egg.
Right.
So,
and while I don't carry a non-dairy cheese at this time, I do have a lot of customers that bring in their own cheese, and we'll put that on the pizza for them. And that, believe it or not, happens more often than you think.
wow,
Yeah.
that's a pretty cool option to be able to offer that to people. Because then they still get the best of Taranto's pizza and their cheese and everything's safe.
And that's one of the special things, I think, of being your hometown pizzeria. I mean, you can ask me to do anything that you want, and we can accommodate you. So, you know, we won't look at you funny or say, no, we can't do it. I'm a big fan of Cameron Mitchell, and he always said, the answer is yes, now what's the question? And I've always had that philosophy when running my restaurant.
So Debbie, I know it's a lot of fun sometimes for kids to come in because they get to make their own pizza. Tell us a little bit about that.
That is a fun thing. We call it be your own chef. So we bring out your dough to the table and any toppings that you want, and the sauce and the cheese, and the kids get to make their own pizza right at the table. And then we take it back and cook it along with their parents' food. And that has been a very big hit. In fact, it was such a big hit that we created a birthday party around that concept. So we have 2 packages for kids' birthday parties. They invite their friends, and up to I think 15 kids, and they make their own chef hat, which is really cute. And they get a little apron, and then they make their own pizza right here in our 4-season room. And then we take them on a tour of the kitchen, so they get to see how a restaurant kitchen works. We show them everything from where we wash dishes to where we cook the pizzas, how we make the pizzas, cut them, how we make the dough. They all get to play with the dough also. That's always probably a favorite part of the birthday party. And then they come back out and they eat their pizzas and open gifts, play games, eat cake. So that's actually been a very successful thing that we started here at Taranto's, and it all centers around making your own pizza.
So Debbie, I've been coming here for a long time, and I have noticed that several of the people who work here have been here would you attribute that to keeping your employees happy?
You know, your staff is who makes you or breaks you. And I've been blessed to have just an amazing staff over the last 18 years. I actually still have my very first hire 18 years ago. Her name's Danielle. Still works for me 18 years later.
That's a lot.
My general manager, Joe, he worked for me for 12 years, just helping me go to a whole new level as far as how much gets done and not so much weight on my shoulders. Because being HR, communications, marketing, manager, scheduler, it just got a bit overwhelming for me at a certain point. So he's relieved a lot of that from me. And then my day manager, Travis, he has been with me. We're going on 16 years also.
Wow.
But all of my managers have been here definitely over 8 years. And I'm very proud of that. That speaks volumes that they still work here.
Right.
Most of the staff work several years, and when you have a small business like this or a pizzeria, you get a lot of turnover. My turnover can be pretty minimal. It kind of seems to go in seasons. But I've been very blessed with the staff that I have and my long-term people, and I believe that's attributes to the success of my restaurant.
I believe in that 100% wholeheartedly. I love Debbie's Pizza, and please stop in and give Taranto's a try, and then like and share them on Facebook, and bring your kids in for birthday parties.
Absolutely.
Stop by for some of the live events with the music and the bands.
And you'll find most of that at Taranto's at Polaris, which is our Facebook page. Taranto's at Polaris. But we would love for you to join, be part of our family, our pizza family.
Debbie, thank you so much for meeting with me today and just kind of giving us an overview of Taranto's Pizza and telling us a little bit about your success and all your involvement in the community and your love and your passion for pizza. And we obviously get to reap the rewards of that. So thanks so much, and come and try out Taranto's Pizza today. And you can find them on their website at
TarantosPizzeria.com and Taranto's at Polaris on Facebook.
All right, guys. Bye.
Okay, thank you.
Mamma mia. Bellissimo.
Yeah.
The little tea.
You're gonna have to fix that, but I just had a good one.
That's okay. That's everything. Debbie, I've done it again. I feel like